What's up, guys? Climber here. This is going to be my first update video after the surgery. As far as I saw the doctor today, he used the staples on the incisions, so those were removed, which is nice. High weight that I can remember was 450 pounds. When I had surgery, I was 437, and as of today, I'm down to 417. This was day 11 after surgery, so 11 days I lost 20 pounds. Pretty happy about that. Pretty strict diet for 3 weeks afterwards. You drink broth. I do chicken, vegetable, or beef. 8 ounces of that a day to get your salt intake. I take protein. Supposed to be 60 grams a day. What I have typically been using is Nectar brand. I don't know if you can read that, but this one is a vanilla bean. Make 2 cups of that with milk, 1% milk, and it puts it at servings. 1 cup is 30 grams, so you get your 60. Same brand, Nectar. This one is strawberry mousse. Both of these are very good. A couple things with the protein. My dietitian gave me some recipes that you could use, and you can go to the store and buy these extracts to flavor it. So with that vanilla one, I take maybe some caramel extract. It's like half a teaspoon per cup, I believe is what it is. So you can make that caramel vanilla. You can put a little orange Crystal Light packet, part of it like maybe half a single serving, and some orange extract, and it tastes like orange creamsicle. So there's a lot of ways to get creative with the protein so you don't get bored, because that's pretty much all you're getting is liquids, and the protein is your food for 3 weeks. So that's kind of been the tricks I've used. This one is a ready-made Premier protein. This is 30 grams of protein in 11 ounces of fluid. So those are good if you're on the go. A little more expensive, I think, to buy it this way than it is to buy just the powder. So I don't do a lot of these, but they are nice to have. Especially when I go to bed, I use this. This is a sippy cup. It only allows you to take a small amount of fluid in, because you wake up in the middle of the night, need something to drink. I don't want to be grabbing a cup or a mug and taking a big drink of it. Obviously, you can't take large drinks of anything. So just kind of a preventative measure to make sure I don't hurt myself. This was like $7 or $8 at Walmart. Works very well. It's 10 ounces, so you can measure that out before you go to bed. Count the fluid when you get up in the morning. The multivitamins we take every day. This is a Bariatric Fusion brand. They have several flavors available. This one is wild cherry. You take 4 of these a day. It tastes like a Flintstones vitamin. Chew it up. It goes down fine. I haven't had any problems with upset stomach like some people have with their stuff. So that's been very good. Couple other things I take. I have prescription Prilosec. I take one of those every morning to make sure that you don't get the heartburn or anything. I do have some Dilaudid pills, which is a painkiller that I have been using. That's tapering off. I use it a couple times a day now at this point, as opposed to when I first came out, it was like 4 hours on the dot. I was taking that pill. I'd wake up in the middle of the night and take those pills to make sure, I didn't have too much pain overflow. So worked well. I am on Lovenox shots. I had a previous DVT, so that's a deep vein thrombosis. That's a blood clot basically in your groin area, the main area of the vein there. And so because of that, I had a history of it. They put me on this as a preventative measure to make sure I don't have a problem with blood clots again. The worst part of the surgery, I would say, and a lot of people have said this in previous videos, would be the gas pain, and it's not like your gas pain. What it is when they open you up, they fill you with carbon dioxide. It kind of puffs you up so they can see what they're doing. When they close you up, that gas is still in there, so it just kind of floats around until it gets absorbed and dissipates. Burp it out, or other ways that you get gas out, I guess. But it can be very painful, and what I mean by that is just out of the blue, you could be maybe going for a walk or whatever, and the gas shifts around in you, and it just kind of goes up, rises to your shoulder blades, and it just feels like somebody is just grabbing you on the shoulders really hard. So that'll kind of stop you. When I was walking, it would hit me, and I just take a deep breath in and hold it for a second, and it would dissipate. So I think found a way to help that. But another thing that does help, and a lot of people say this too, gas X strips. My doctor actually allowed me to use these in the hospital. You just put it on your tongue, wait a few minutes, it dissolves down. Seemed to help. I can't say for 100% sure, but a lot of people use them, and I did too, and I feel like it helped. So I had a setback, but it's not related to the surgery. What it is a long time ago I was diagnosed with gout, and then when the rheumatoid arthritis came around that I have, they decided I never had gout. It was just a misdiagnosis, and that was wrong apparently. High protein is what causes you to have a gout attack, and I had a pretty severe one for the last 2 or 3 days. Gout is a buildup of uric acid. It crystallizes in your blood and it stores in your joint, normally your big toe. It makes it really hard to walk. So I've actually had more pain from that than I have the actual surgery. So I got medicine for that today. I've taken it, the first dose, and it seems to be subsiding that pain, which is good. I can get back out and do my walking more. I was still doing it, but not as much because it really hurt. Last thing I'll show you is just what I use for my tracking purposes. Let's see if I can get this. To show you what I mean. They recommend that you track all your fluids. So the writing might be backwards, but it just has the date, the proteins that I'm drinking, the broths, and then any other liquids. So on there I have like Propel, 2-ounce ice pops, popsicles, Crystal Light, sugar-free decaf tea, unblended pudding. You have to have pudding with basically 2 times as much milk as normal so that it's real thin and you can drink it down basically. But I just write down the ounces of how much I had. That way I hit the goals for the day. At the bottom I have my vitamins, just keep track of how many I've taken and how many laps around my building I've done for walking. So just an easy way that I found to keep track of everything, make sure I'm hitting everything I'm supposed to hit for the day. 64 ounces of fluid is your daily goal. I have been hitting about 85, so that's excellent for the actual intake of the goal. I'm at 10 days, so I have another 10 days or so on this liquid diet, and then I hit soft foods, so that'll be interesting. And I will try to get another video up at that point to see update on just how that's going as far as when I get to start having actual food again. Thank you for watching if you did. I appreciate it. Have a good day.